What's up, everybody? Welcome to the GameOverGreggy show. I'm one of your hosts, Greg Miller, alongside the producer/seducer, Nick Scarpino.
Hello.
You're looking good today.
Thank you, sir.
You're feeling good today?
I feel great.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How tired are you?
Pretty tired, but I just, when everyone wasn't looking, ate 2 pieces of pizza.
He's back on the carbs,
I haven't
everybody.
had a carb in like 3 weeks.
He tried to be new Nick
jacked.
Scarpino for a long time, but now he's coming back.
Coming back
to Team
He's coming
Fat.
back hard, yeah.
He's coming back to harsh score. Over here, the pure one, Tim Gettys.
Let him host.
Let him host, indeed. Colin Moriarty already in New York. He's over there at Long Island, back there. He's getting ready for the New York Comic Con. Yeah, I'll be there. Come to the panels. By the time this posts, probably too late for most panels. But if you're there, whatever. Instead, the queen of core, Veronica Belmont.
Hello.
Hey, how are you?
I'm awesome. Thank you. How
Thanks
are
for coming and checking. I'm great. You're holding Portillo?
Yeah.
He doesn't just let anybody do this.
He's kind of like my like
Spirit animal?
yeah. I feel like I'm an evil genius in my lair, and I've got my lap Portillo.
It's not. He's
Portillo.
not really.
I want to say it like
Yes.
Like it's Espanol.
Portillo.
Sure. Yeah.
Portillo.
Like probably every other place in the world pronounces it except the Midwest, where we call him Portillo.
Yeah, he's my
Dick Portillo.
pal.
Yeah, he's a good dog. Ladies and gentlemen, if you didn't know, this is the GameOverGreggy show. Each and every week, 4, sometimes 5 best friends gather around this table, each bringing a random topic of conversation for your amusement. If you like that, well, there are plenty of ways to get the show. Each and every Friday, we post the entire thing on kindoffunny.com as a video, as an MP3, on the Patreon page for your amusement. If you don't want to give us any money for the show, totally cool. We ain't mad at all, bro.
I'm not mad at you.
You're not mad at him? I'm not mad at him. No big deal. It's cool. Do whatever you want. You got to save up for school.
I'm not mad at you.
Good.
Okay.
Yeah, you've never
And
bought...
for all the people out there that are mad at me about this iTunes business, because we're getting a lot of
Nobody's
tweets.
mad at you
I
about
know.
iTunes.
No,
it's,
we're not.
Did you break it? Did you break the feed?
It's my responsibility to get the show on iTunes because it's not there yet. It's just taking a while, but we're trying to do everything right, and we're gonna do it right. It's gonna be really good, and when it's out there, you guys are gonna be real happy. I said before early October. It's now early October, so I'm gonna move this to slightly late,
Mid?
but still early October.
So
I mean,
mid-October.
Mid-October.
Okay.
Mid-October.
We're 3 days away from it being mid-October.
It's not that
That's
soon, is it really?
not
Is it
true at
going
all.
that fast?
That's the
I mean,
3rd October.
all right.
Oh
it's a
my
good point. It's
god.
3rd
Yeah,
October.
that is actually, it's going pretty quick here.
Yeah.
Well, it's not your fault, though. It's all
No,
the services.
things are happening. Yeah.
Why is your Wi-Fi named that?
Dodger?
Why is your Wi-Fi named that?
Uh-oh.
You can...
Why is your Wi-Fi named that?
Because my nerd girlfriend has a dog named Dodger. And it's named for Oliver
Why
Twist.
is her dog named that?
I believe... Yo, Steimer, your dog named for Oliver Twist? The Artful Dodger. Is that Oliver Twist? Yep, Oliver Twist, everybody.
Just
There
to
you go.
explain the animosity for those actually listening to the MP3, Veronica is a diehard Giants fan and is probably really pissed off that she can't watch the game right now, but she's masking it in a great smile.
I've got at-bat on the
Oh, I
phone.
see.
It'll tell me if anything interesting happens.
Here's something interesting. Of course, not of course, actually. I bet a whole, as we know, since we can see how many people watch episodes of the GameOverGreggy show, when we talk about sports, you motherfuckers don't watch. So, to bring
Thank you
everybody
for
up to
that, by the
speed,
way.
to thank you, what? Thank
know,
them for not watching?
Yeah, because we don't talk about sports.
Have you ever known it to slow Colin down?
That's true. Like, Colin, we don't really talk about sports. Great. Let me tell you a little bit about the 1956 World Series. Go.
Here's something I saw interesting the other day. I saw some LA Dodgers fans being a bit whiny, if you ask me, on the internet, and they were saying that when San Francisco loses or plays somebody else other than the Dodgers, they don't bitch or moan about it. But when the Dodgers were playing, all of San Francisco was basically cheering for them to die.
That's not true. I get so much hell from Dodgers fans on Twitter whenever we're losing. It goes both ways. They probably just, I don't know who these people are that say that doesn't happen.
Yeah.
But the fact of the matter is the Dodgers have a lot of money. They're trying to buy a ring. I'm just going to put that out there.
Jerks.
Didn't happen for them this season though, did it?
Politics?
Politricks is what I like to call them.
Damn.
Yeah. They have better colors, though.
The Dodgers?
Yeah.
What? It's Orange October.
It's
Halloween.
blue. But
We're
blue-
meant for the postseason.
Blue every other month. Like, it just makes sense.
I mean-
Blue
I
and
like
white
blue.
is so
Blue
played
every
out.
other month.
Everybody's blue and
I
white.
was-
Blue and white's the best.
I was raised a Red Sox fan, so blue and white for me is just I
Bad
get
memories.
that bad memories. Yeah, I see a pinstripe, I break out in hives. Yeah,
Makes sense.
So I'm a huge Angels fan. So for me,
that's
You
a
look like me.
thing.
how
Wait,
like you let that go?
I knew you'd fuck it up immediately, so I didn't even have to. I'm like, I love it when they score touchdowns.
like when they go that bad there.
we were just watching, like, the game was on a second ago, and the Giants are playing some team that I don't know what it is. And I was like, isn't that the tennis logo? Like, that's with the little tennis ball
so they're
things.
playing the Washington Nationals, and it actually really more looks like the Walgreens logo.
It does. That's
Yeah, so
actually
we call
what I
it
thought.
Team Walgreens.
What am I thinking of? The tennis balls in the tube?
The Wimbledon. Tennis
Wilson.
ball.
Yeah.
Wilson. No,
Wilson.
Wilson. You're thinking of Wilson.
No,
Yeah.
Wimbledon
They're playing
is a tennis
the
event.
Giants versus the Wilsons.
What's the links?
Sorry, I'm talking about sports.
No, that's fine. You and I are fine.
Okay.
It's
Yeah,
these
we're
two
just-
goons that start getting out into the weeds. They have no idea if it's not about some goddamn obscure rapper or
Major motion pictures.
working out, not working out,
I don't work
somewhere
out.
in there.
I think about
shadow
it a lot.
boxing.
My
Now,
personal
if you'll
trainer
excuse
from
me,
New
I
Zealand,
believe I
Courtney.
left off. And
gonna
if
be
you don't think
disappointed
we're
with me.
worth the money, you can go to youtube.com/kindoffunny each and every day of the following week to get the show broken out topic by topic until the whole thing goes live for free on YouTube and
Eventually iTunes.
eventually iTunes,
And
Portillo's,
SoundCloud,
Charmin, and
Stitcher.
everywhere podcasts are sold.
Mid-October.
Mid-October.
Coming to an iTunes
Now
near
here's the
you.
thing: you act like this is a big deal that you're not delivering on the iTunes. It's not, of course. Everyone out there has been super understanding. All
No,
of
I
our
know,
supporters
I
have
know.
been amazing.
Thank you.
However, we need to point out new graphics. Nick, you came through with these graphics.
I did.
You finally made it happen.
I think they're coming from that way.
I don't think they are gonna do anything different at the time.
Yeah, no, they're just gonna stay up.
Yeah, they're just down there. The whole show, they're down there now, just selling stuff and talking.
Yeah, it's awesome. It was a good idea. One of the things we got to, as far as having graphics and the thing, because we get to actually thank people and we don't have to read 150.
Well, sure, we're doing that later in the show. Spoilers.
Are we?
Yeah.
Oh.
I wasn't doing it right now.
I thought you were gonna do it right now.
No, I'm gonna do. I didn't want to do it during Veronica's
When
topic.
we talked about the order of
Yeah.
the show,
And I'm
and
pr-
you said that you were gonna do it during your segment. That is what you said.
Yeah.
and you are correct.
Portillo bridging the gap, making the jump. Good. While we talk about that, of course, we had our first funding month. We're finally funded on Patreon. Before it was all just promises, empty promises. Like only 3 of you were deadbeats and didn't pay. Thanks very much. We need to give a quick shout out, number 1, to Luis Menchacha, I'll say. I'm not. You know how I how to
Luis
pronounce that.
Menchacha.
But how would you say that?
If it's not, if
Veronica, am I right or wrong?
It looks like Menchacha.
There you go.
In your
Menchacha.
face, Tim.
Are you-
Shut up.
okay, are you sure you copy and pasted that correctly?
No,
All right.
but it's Luis for sure.
Yeah, Luis.
He is the man who will be
tweets me a
joining
lot.
us on the Game Over Greggy show. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, if you want, each and every month, we have a tier for $2,000 that you can pay to come be the 5th member. Kevin is shaking his head. The 5th member of the Game Over Greggy show.
Greg, what would you have paid to be the 5th member of the Beatles? What would you have paid to be the 5th member of the Rolling Stones?
It's a good
Well,
point.
I paid.
Okay.
I mean, that's what I
Millions, right?
paid to be here.
Yeah, exactly. I'm sure
So,
you're Veronica's second.
money well spent.
But the tier's still open if
I
you
got
want to go
pizza
there.
and beer.
Yeah, it's funny. I was going to
Yeah,
say,
it's
it's
a good
funny.
time.
Your concept of us paying you was actually you took money out of our wallets.
Yes.
And then you're just going
Ooh.
to leave.
That's getting
We have
much.
you for approximately 5 more minutes. We got to speed this up.
It's like the Lakin
Yeah.
episode.
I get the pizza to go, right?
Yeah, exactly.
absolutely.
Yeah. The one, the,
Except
you
for
get
the last 2 pieces.
The
that I just ate.
pizza.
Yeah. Well,
Pizza.
yeah.
Damn.
Real quick, I want to get to that in 1 second. Luis, $2,000. Thank you so much. And for everybody wandering at home, he is a real person. He will be joining us in 2015. He's trying to get his YouTube channel up and running, up to snuff,
I like
before he
that.
goes out and promotes it.
I'm a big fan of this
Dynamite
YouTube
idea.
thing.
Now, on top of
Strategy.
that, we have our first Kevin insult. Remember, if you go and pledge $11 on the Patreon page, patreon.com/kindoffunny, you can insult me in a similar fashion to how Hunter Pence gets insulted with the signs.
This is one of the only times that I wish there were more weeks in the month so that we could have
Somebody
more
finally takes me down a
opportunities
peg.
for people to insult Greg. I'm very excited about this. I fully expect them to be tasteful and cut to the core of you.
Okay. Well, they got to be like the Hunter Pence
The
ones, where they're not like
polite
super.
insults. Yeah,
Okay.
polite insults.
Kevin, what do you got for me?
Greg Miller uses near every day. Thanks, Michael Pete.
Did that come through fine? He said Greg Miller.
Greg
Miller
uses
near
Near.
every day.
not nair, which is
Near.
the stuff that I have to con my wife into using on my back.
Man.
There are so many pins I want to get back to. Meat pizza, nair on your back. Greg Miller uses near every day, submitted by Michael Pete. He paid $11 to shout that at me. Does anyone at this table get the reference?
So, of course, I do. But
What do you mean, of course you do? That sounds like a good
I'm,
way to
I'm
dodge
well
it.
informed on these things.
Uh-huh.
But I want to hear Nick's guess at what it is.
Near. It's got to be some sort of service. It has to be associated with the game. It's something that doesn't work well, and it's something that Greg loves and is trying to sell to everyone that one day it's going to be a big deal.
It's pretty
But it's
close.
not.
It's pretty close. Veronica, do you know anything about Nier? Nier, of course, is the completely stupid PlayStation Vita app that's similar to Street Pass.
I
And it doesn't make
I
any
knew it
goddamn
had
sense. You
something
share
to
game
do with
goods.
Vita.
Nobody knows what it is. You used
Yeah.
it the first time you got your Vita. You turned it off. You never used it again.
But you use it every day.
I don't use it every day. I have been found by
According
people.
to Kevin, you do.
Well, no, according to Michael Pete, I do. One time I was tooling around using my Vita when the Vita first came out. I'm having a great time
Yeah.
on the Muni.
As one did.
And I ran into this guy from PlayStation, Jack Buser, at an event. He's like, "Oh, hey, you live in my neighborhood."
I love Jack.
I love Jack too. He's an amazing guy. But he's like, "Hey, when did you move into my neighborhood?" I'm like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "I see you on Nier all the time." And I'm like, "Jack, that's the creepiest thing anyone's ever said." And it's that the train goes through your neighborhood. I'm just there dropping game goods left and right.
Yeah.
All right. So Veronica, if people don't know you, who are you? How do you describe yourself?
I am a TV and internet video host, podcaster,
I like that.
writer, and general lady about the internet.
Okay. Jack of all trades, as they
Jack
say.
of all trades.
Congratulations.
Thank
You're
you.
doing it right. You're doing it well.
I try.
Now explain to everyone at home the meat pizza.
My husband's pescatarian.
How the hell can you live with
So
this
I don't
man?
get to have meat pizza.
Now, is he going to be upset when you go home and you've eaten meat pizza?
No,
it's not that kind of thing.
he's very cool about it.
So
makes
for
sense.
those for those of us at home that don't know what pescatarian
for a second
He
when
eats
you
fish, but he doesn't eat
Okay.
Oh, I thought it was
pork or
the
chicken.
religion.
yeah,
or-
I thought you were saying
Presbyterian.
He's
I thought
he's not a Presbyterian.
He's Joe
He's
Piscopalian.
not a Rastafarian.
Piscopo.
He's not Joe
My husband is
Piscopo.
Joe Piscopo.
And everybody knows
He's
Joe
Pesco.
Piscopo.
He's Pesco. Yeah, so he eats fish.
That's fine. No, I'm not.
That's great.
I'm not
Yeah,
throwing
no,
stones.
it's
Don't get me
fine.
wrong.
No, it's totally cool.
He's successful. I can
Yeah.
never be mad at him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, what? Oh, you
and
mean
I
in
are-
life?
Tim and I are mimicking his life.
Yeah, I'm trying.
Yeah.
No, yeah. So I don't get a chance to have my sausage and peppers very often, or my pepperoni, and
Yeah.
that's my jam.
That's a hard life.
Why are you laughing?
Because I was waiting for Tim to laugh. And I
Why
was
are
like,
you
"Stupid."
laughing?
Hey, I tried really hard not to. I'm telling you guys.
Just you
I'm
walk-
trying to
you
be a
walk
grown up
through a few
here.
double
Let's go.
entendres
Tell
there,
me
Veronica.
well, okay.
No, I mean.
So I have a sound bite on the internet.
No, because you said
No, I
peppers right
do.
after, and then you said, "Oh wait, whoa, this
It
going to a
goes-
real
it
thing?"
goes, sausages. That's
good
my
sound
sound
bite.
bite. I have a
Yeah, I
sound
like
bite
that.
there.
It's a great
it's
soundbite.
eating
Yeah.
sausages,
Is there a
sound
cooking
bite.
show that we can produce for you? It's
No.
called
Yes.
Sausages.
We could do that.
I would do that.
You want that on your network?
Sure.
All right.
Yeah, we've already
We got
started
this
pitching
show,
another
so
show.
it's
We
like,
have
why
another
not?
Veronica and I already have another show. We're not ready to
I
talk
don't know.
about
I
it.
said that for fun one day, and then it became a sound bite on Frog Pants, and so that's now.
that's all it takes.
Yeah, it's just
Okay.
once. You just
Yeah.
have to say
Yeah, oh, yeah.
sausages once,
Yeah.
and then it's a thing
Yeah,
for like a very small group of
I
people.
love the internet.
for a very small group. Now, pulling the other pin. Now, your wife nares your back.
It's more Veet, actually. We use this stuff
Veet.
called Veet. It's a
Why'd
female
you do
product
that?
because I don't want to have I have small amounts of back hair. I'm not afraid to admit it. I'm a man. I'm an Italian man. We'll get to that later, I'm sure. Put another pin in it. We'll put a pin in your Italianism real quick.
Hey,
Come back
oh,
and
Baba
salt your
Ganoush,
hair.
put a pin in that one.
Hey,
Hey,
I'm Joe Piscopo.
Hey,
I love
Spider-Man.
fish. I just
Baba
love fish.
Ganoush.
Yeah, Baba Ganoush. No, you know, Veet is a depilatory cream, as they call it. I've talked about this before
You
on the
know
show.
this. This
I
is
do.
amazing.
This isn't a made up thing. This really
No,
happens.
this
and
is
you
real
said
thing, and
depilatory properly.
They do. It took a little rehearsing in my head before it came out of my
Okay.
mouth. I'm glad it happened that way. My wife, it took years. I've been with my wife. We've been married for 2 years, but we've been together for 7. It took years for her to even be in the room while this happened, right? So it speaks volumes.
You should do it
But how
yourself.
did you do it to yourself?
Very carefully, and I would most of the time turn around.
Like a mirror?
You would use a mirror, and it's a spray. So first of all,
They
that's
have a
great.
spray?
They have an aerosol spray that if you spray from about this distance, about half a foot away. I'm explaining for the people that are listening, the people that are awesome and got it early on Bandcamp.
Patreon.com/ kind of funny.
There you go. You would spray, just make sure you get a nice even layer. The problem is the first 2 to 3 times you do it, you forget that there's overspray on everything. So not when you go to take a step, you start slipping. Then you go to grab something and you slip right off.
Oh my god.
So I almost cracked my head open about 5-6 times
Wait,
doing
you're
it.
spraying so much that you get it on the floor and then you slide on
In
it?
the wall?
Have you ever tried to cover your back with anything evenly? You have to like contort in weird yoga poses, and it shoots off. It just shoots everywhere.
want
See,
you
that's
to-
the thing. I thought when you were saying that, like, it shoots before you got to the slipping part.
Wait,
I thought it was
alright.
hitting parts of hair you didn't
We
want
need
it
to
to
like-
hit.
Oh, that happens
we
too.
need
Because
to
sometimes you look and you
psychoanalyze
have the
this shit.
Wolverine claws right here, and you're like, "Well,
This
that wasn't
is-
what I wanted."
I'm not judging you.
Don't judge.
I just want you to know this.
Yes.
Going into this conversation, you should be proud of your hairy back.
It's gross.
It's not.
Is it all hair? Is it like a
No,
carpet?
it's just an uncomfortable amount of hair, I would say.
Like, is it physically uncomfortable?
No, it's not physically. I mean, it actually
Who
adds a little
cares?
warmth during the
does it
wintertime.
bother? All right. I
My wife
Does it
calls me
bother
the Wolverine sometimes.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
but you love that. I'm sure you love that.
I do
Wolverine
love
is
that.
sexy.
He's he would be sexier without the arm hair. It's actually not the back so much as the. I mean, just it's not a, and it's a different
You
kind
live in
of hair.
San Francisco.
I know.
That's
I know.
okay.
It is okay. But every once in a while, my wife goes, "Hey, this awesome town that we live in, I don't want to be in here right now. I want to go someplace where we can sit by a pool, and you can't look like the Wolverine if we do that."
I more
So-
meant that aesthetically.
Oh no, I understand. But my wife and I are from Southern California, where you know, if she had her druthers about it, I wouldn't have any hair from my
druthers.
eyebrows down. It would just be bald.
Well, why don't you wax then?
Waxing is an option. I can't quite take my masculinity down to that level, in my opinion, because waxing is not something that I normally associate with a male activity.
Oh, but
so I'm
you
still
know-
wrapping my head around that.
Depilatory is way less manly than getting waxed. Because bodybuilders get waxed all the time.
Yeah, that's true. I'm not a bodybuilder. I
Shadowboxer.
You
don't.
could be. Yeah, shadowboxing.
I could be that. It could be a lot of things.
Here's my question.
I just want you to be happy with your body.
I'm super happy with my
No,
body.
No.
this isn't.
Yeah,
no.
let's-
I'm
Here's
very-
not-
I'm
my
very happy
question
with
is
my
simple
body.
as I open the laptop.
Yeah.
What is the milestone I'm setting on Patreon right now to film you beating yourself?
I was supposed to nair your back at some point, wasn't I?
They can both be. It can be a duo.
If she does it to both of us, if she'll spray us both
Nope.
down, I'll do
No.
it.
What?
Can you call it? I want Colin
She's a
doing
guest that we're trying to suck her onto another show we're doing. and you're
Exactly.
not-
It'll make it impossible.
I feel like I'd probably do a really good job.
You do a great
I'm
job.
just going to put that out
Here-
there.
I can see you.
okay,
You're
so-
out there with like the
I'd
hairnet
be
and
really,
the mask
really
and the lab
fastidious
coats.
about
lab
it.
coats.
I know we've talked about this
I wouldn't
subject.
leave it on too long because then it burns.
So
I know.
that's
problem.
the problem right
The
there.
smell's the
problem.
problem.
You only have really about 30 seconds to cover the whole thing evenly before the first thing that you spray starts to burn and starts to cause a chemical burn.
I'm concerned you're using the wrong kind for your purpose.
I had one time when I did, for some reason in Irvine, California, when I had these rose bushes, and I used to I had this zen moment where I'd go outside, smoke a cigarette, and prune my rose bushes. So before I did that, I was like, you know what would be a great idea is if I nared my back first, or V'd my back first, and then went and did that. Southern California has this thing called the sun. The sun, when it hits chemicals that have been on your back that are burning your skin, it creates a wicked chemical burn, and it started to blister up. So it wasn't the best part.
Jesus.
Yeah, so I learned the hard way not to keep that stuff on too long.
And you
gotta really time
keep
it.
doing. Wait, so you sprayed your back when you went outside to do gardening?
Sprayed the back.
Wait,
Wiped it off,
Wiped
but
it
then there
off.
was still
Yeah,
remnants of
residue.
it.
When you
because I
said
didn't have
prune
anyone.
my rose garden,
That was not a euphemism.
I didn't know you were talking about gardens.
What do you think I was doing out there just beating the meat?
I thought you were saying
Like
before
trimming,
manscaping.
manscaping.
Yeah, that's what I thought we were going.
Manscaping.
Yeah. First off, I knew you were
No,
literally going.
You can't do that. It's too sensitive skin down there. That's
Well, that's also. I mean, they have Nair and Veet for those purposes.
I
as
did
well.
not know that. We can
They
talk
do.
about that offline.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Veronica,
Yes.
what's your topic? What'd you bring to the show today?
I feel like I got tricked into my topic somehow. I
No,
feel like
that's one way to put it.
I said it by accident, and then you guys kind of jumped on it like jackals.
It's really funny.
It's a
what
good
we do.
topic.
All right, so I have this problem where, well, it's not really a problem. I love both of these kinds of foods, but I feel like they're too similar. I feel like
Just say it.
I feel like Mexican and Italian food are kind of the same.
What the fuck?
What's
does
that
even mean?
I know. That's why I feel like I got tricked because I don't really. I'm sorry, I yelled. I don't really feel like they're the same in any way other than all the things I like have sauce and cheese and carbohydrate.
So
Which is like
And
really
meat. And there's meat.
usually a meat, a chicken,
So
or
let's-
a beef or a pork of some kind.
I'm gonna take your side on this, just to be devil's
Like, if
But
I
you're
had-
Italian.
wait,
You're the one who's
okay.
supposed to be offended.
All
Be all, hey, bada bye, hey.
So I've often argued.
I said it wouldn't get racist.
Yeah,
I'm pretty
I know.
sure I made
This
it
is
racist.
not a racist thing. I swear
It's a food
to fucking
thing.
God. Okay.
It's a food thing. We talked about the hot dog thing last week.
All right.
It was a heated debate, but we kept it civil. We kept it cordial.
I thought he was gonna say kosher, and that would have been a
Kosher.
great
That
That
hot
would
dog
have been a
fight.
good tie-in, yeah.
Oh man, I'm just losing it, Greg.
You never had it.
I'm falling downhill fast.
The Nair chemicals go right to your brain.
There are some similarities, I will say.
Mm-hmm.
You know, namely the empanada is the same as the cannelloni.
Yeah,
right? Or
it's
not the cannelloni.
basically-
What am I thinking?
Ri-
calzone.
The calzone.
No.
Yeah, it's similar to a calzone, right? Where they're folding it over.
No, an enchilada is kind of like
Well,
the
now
enchilada
you're
is
kind
kinda
of
like
what?
burritos.
You're just throwing other ones in there.
I'm kind of
Manicotti.
Manicotti,
It's
yes.
basically manicotti.
So you've got the
Oh,
enchilada
shit. Now you're making
manicotti.
me think about it.
You've
Yeah.
got the empanada. What did you
which
just
is a
say?
calzone.
Which is a
Which is a
calzone,
tiny
right?
calzone.
So I can see, in theory, how those may have developed in similar areas.
Mm-hmm.
What I can't rectify, and what you're going to have to help me out with, what is the similarity to the most important Italian food,
Okay.
pizza? What are we looking at?
Oh, there you go.
Mexican
Mexican
pizza. Thank you, Taco Bell.
Yeah. What about the pasta?
Touche.
What do you, like I feel like
Rice,
Yeah, that's
I mean,
that's the
when
main
I think
thing.
Italian,
yeah.
I think
mean,
pasta.
So this
Pasta
is
rice.
This is the only defense I have for this is if I have like a big Italian dinner one
Mm-hmm.
night, the next night I'm like, oh, I'm really in the mood for Mexican. I'm like, no, it's too similar.
Too
and there's just there's no logic.
Well, they're very
There's
much
no-
carb based. You're right.
Yeah.
They're all carbs.
It's the saucy. It's the
Mm-hmm.
the carbs. It's the cheese. I think it's really the cheese.
a lot of cheese.
Well, okay,
a lot
hold
of
on.
cheese.
When
Well,
you
where
think
does the
Mexican food, what jumps to your head?
burrito.
Yeah,
Yes.
tacos.
Yeah.
No sauce. You know?
Wet
there's
burrito.
sauce in the burrito.
Wet burrito.
mojado.
Yes,
where you get
yes,
it.
but like that's not the first thought you have when you think.
You don't know me.
burrito.
You don't
I
know me.
You're not-
Do you
you're not
think
in
wet
there.
burrito?
You're not in my brain.
Is wet burrito the first burrito you think of? When I say burrito, do you think of wet burritos?
If it's from Puerto Alegre, yeah. Yeah.
Touche.
I like wet burritos, but still,
I don't like
I've seen you order
Why?
wet burrito.
Why?
I don't like wet stuff to begin with, let alone a wet burrito. I like my burrito.
I'm gonna leave that alone.
ready to go.
Greg doesn't even like looking at showers. He just can't stand it.
I meant
It's
more
too wet in there,
food
everyone. It's too
oriented. I don't like my cereals and milk.
So listen, I know this doesn't make any sense.
upsetting.
I know it's just a thing I have in my brain, and I said it out loud, and you guys liked it, so we're talking about it
What
now.
food then would complement Italian?
Yeah,
for the
well,
next
yeah.
night?
You had Italian one
Because I
night.
feel
What do you
like-
eat the next night?
Chinese is actually closer
What?
to
No.
Italian food
because there's noodles.
because there's noodles and there's lots of sauces that go on top of the noodles and there's
It's not
rice.
the same kind of.
meat
It's
and
a
there's
tomato
rice.
base. I think it really comes down to the tomato base. Yeah.
And and salsa is the tomato base equivalent to the
Or
gravy
salsa,
or the
or,
sauce,
yeah,
depending
a
on what
sauce,
region of Italy
a-
you come from.
Not necessarily a salsa, but whatever.
There's a pico de gallo, which is very similar to like a fresca
Yeah.
sauce. Yeah,
Like
I'm seeing now. See, I'm starting to see it, guys.
There's a lot
I'm
of
the only
similar
Italian that matters.
ingredients. There's a lot of similar ingredients, and
Here.
there's reasons for that, culturally, probably. I'm guessing. I'm
Prob-
making that up.
There are reasons
Same.
culturally.
Same, depending on who you ask for, the
Mexico
geography,
and
where
Italy.
they're right next to each other on the map, so that's easy.
Romance languages.
Yes, very similar. They often say if you learn Spanish, it's easier to learn Italian.
Here's my defense on why I think you're wrong and crazy.
Yeah.
Is that Italian is so good and Mexican is so hit or miss.
Oh my
What
god.
the
Yeah,
flying
wait, no,
fuck?
great.
I go out and I
Oh,
order
right.
Mexican and I'm
That's-
like,
What's
this
the
is gonna be
actual-
great, and then I eat it. I'm like, this sucks.
It's
Burritos.
never
This
bad.
sucks.
It is
Oh,
never
no.
bad.
First off, you don't eat at Pedro's Cantina down in the
Second
heart of
off-
San Francisco.
Pedro's is
you can't go anywhere with that. He's pretty spot on.
Pedro's
with
is
that one.
awesome.
Pedro's sucks.
Y'all are haters. And
I don't know
like
this
them
place.
a lot.
I'm
They have
sorry.
It's a good
they
place.
do
Right
have.
across
Do you know
from the
Pete's? Yeah,
ballpark.
it's right across from the ballpark.
It's right by
I have not eaten there.
Count yourself
You
lucky.
would not have.
You're missing out. It's an experience.
You ever gone to Victor's?
The bar?
No, the little burrito place where they call you guapo.
No.
Hola, guapo.
Hola, guapo.
I haven't been down that way. Have you
And they
been
get
to
all
New
mad.
Spot? New Spot in on 3rd?
Is this Mexican?
It's Honduran.
It's
Okay.
Mexican or Italian.
Yeah.
She's
And
not
it's
sure.
Mexican. Shh.
Touche.
Touche. Good
But here's the thing.
man.
I feel like I go out for Mexican. I'm always like, this is gonna be such a great meal, and like the amazing Mexican meals I've had, and I'm not counting Victor's burrito. Victor's burrito is amazing every time. Go back, Portillo. Count them on one hand. I feel like I always want to go out, and I'm all
God.
psyched up to eat awesome
I'm
Mexican
going
food.
to
And
take
they
you
say,
out to all the greatest
Yeah, you're
Mexican
missing out, man.
places.
Yo,
All right.
Steimer, how much you like Nopalito? Nopalito sucks.
No
It's-
burrito does suck.
Thank
and that's
you.
because it's not legit.
There
I'm
you go.
sorry. It's just not. It's not. It's okay. It's
Yeah.
like fancy hipster Mexican. Yeah.
And Christine's the fanciest hipster I know.
While I don't necessarily think that there is a ton of great Mexican food, I think there is even less good Italian food.
But this is because you're Italian. I don't want to put you down, but you're Italian.
Even the
And
pizza.
so,
That's that. I feel like at some point you're gonna come full circle to a short joke
here,
on that. So
here's what I'll tell you. You say there's no good Mexican food in the city.
No.
I got 3 words for you. Buca di Beppo. Let me tell you. They got meatballs.
Beppo. Buca di Beppo.
First of all, these spicy shells that they have, the ones that are like the meat stuffed shells,
Yeah.
the bomb.
Really? Okay.
Fried
They are good.
raviolis.
I'm a huge Buca di Beppo fan. Only because it might not be
Who
the
isn't?
best food.
I'm not thinking of Buca di Beppo. I'm thinking of another place in Boston. That you
Buca di
guys
Beppo is like a chain restaurant.
Mexican, Italian, Boston.
And they all run together.
Hey,
all go hand
there's
in
a lot
hand.
of great Italian in Boston.
There's a lot of great Italian in Boston. There's a lot of Italian in
Okay.
Boston.
Okay.
I
think there's a lot of great Italian here.
I've never found it. I've never
Have
found
you
What
it.
been
about
to
Ta-
La Conda?
No.
La Conda on 16th in Valencia is very good.
Thai
Yeah,
pichere.
we'll try that.
I gotta say it like this when I
also-
say it. Thai pichere.
I
You know
also
what I'm talking about? It's by a karaoke bar.
What?
That's all I can do. I'm sorry. I'm giving you all the information I have. Best little pizzas I've ever had.
My thing is, I think you have to break up. We have to categorize Italian food into 2 different categories.
Okay.
You have the good Italian food where you go to a restaurant. it's a
Fancy,
great
the white
experience.
tablecloths.
Then you got pizza.
Yeah.
Right. Pizza's like
Oh.
a whole different
Yeah,
kind
yeah,
of ball game.
I
I think mostly I'm judging off the pizza. I don't think there's a lot of good pizza in the city.
Oh, what the fuck? Are you kidding
Wow.
me?
Wow.
Are you kidding me?
Name
This is-
3
I
good
wanted to
pizza
talk
places.
to you about this too.
And I mean pizza, like
because
big,
I
big
feel like
slices
you
of
guys
pizza.
have not been to
Why are
the
you
best
pointing at
pizza
me?
places.
Oh, because I'm just
Even
always talking
you.
about Pachi's?
Yeah, which
I
I,
like
love.
Pachi's.
Which I love.
Yeah, yeah.
But you haven't been to UPN, have you? Una Pizza Napolitana?
No, I have.
UPN.
Where the little,
Did you-
there's the one man there.
Yeah.
He's making pizza. Yeah, no, it's
Anthony
really good.
Mangieri.
It's really good.
Yeah, he's like the man.
Yeah,
His name is Anthony
I have been
Mangieri.
there. I've eaten there. It's really good.
Okay.
But I mean, like, I guess like when I think
Have
pizza,
you eaten there?
No.
You have to go.
it's the floppy slice. I want to eat a piece of pizza.
That's what I
You want a
want.
New York style
Yeah,
pizza.
exactly,
That's
exactly.
the difference.
I know, I know. And this is I did this topic a while back of like I hate the New York Chicago food war. You know,
I like it all.
Thank you. That's
like
where I
it
am
all.
too. And I just
Food's
want everybody
good.
to be happy. Team Fat.
Yes.
Districtlines.com/GameOverGreggy/ kind of funny. I forgot that part. But you know, that's the whole thing. Is like these East Coasters. You're Brian Altanos. You're Ryan
I am an
McCaffrey's.
East Coaster, technically.
Then you're one of the good ones. You're Colin Moriarty's. They're a bunch of asshole douchebags.
I
And
love all
anytime
pizza.
you're like, oh man, I really like this pizza, they'll be not as good as New York. You're like, well, fuck off, man. Shut up, Brian.
What was that?
They only
noise?
have that one thing.
That's how they talk.
I like Greek style pizza.
What's
I like
Greek
deep dish.
style pizza?
That's like it's kind of a thicker, chewier crust,
Okay.
and it's a circle, but
See,
it's
I can
cut
get
into
into that.
squares.
Okay. Oh yeah, I can definitely
like
get into that.
Yeah.
See, I think I'm just tired of going to places, and this is not a bashing on this restaurant at all because I love it. Like Pizzeria Delfina up in Pack Heights, where
good.
it's great pizza, but it's super expensive, and you pick up a slice, and it's so thin and artisan in their wood-fired grill that
Yeah.
everything just dumps off of it immediately.
like that.
And I'm like, I need
Well,
to.
because you're
If
supposed to eat Napolitan style pizza with a fork and knife.
well, I.
Here
That is
comes high
actually how
class
you're
lady.
supposed to eat that
That's
kind of pizza.
pretty amazing, and I do
Sorry,
eat that, so
Downton
I was
Abbey,
ahead
all
of myself altogether. But all I'm saying is, like, I just miss giant, big, hulky pieces of pizza. The other day, I ordered a large from Pachi's with the 00, which they
Yeah.
only give you this. They only have two sizes, apparently. I know
Yeah,
that.
10, 14.
I'm like, I need the biggest thing you got. They're like 14. I was like, that's not big.
You know,
Yeah.
the closest thing
not
I've
big.
had that here, and it was real bad, but it was also kind of good, is Mythic Pizza on
Mythic.
Haight
Oh
Street.
yeah,
I've
yeah,
had
yeah.
Mythic, actually.
They're open till 2.
Mythic's not
and
bad.
It's not bad. For,
Nazario's
New
is
York
actually
style
pretty good.
pizza,
Nazarios.
Yeah.
They're my boys.
So for
So
a
Mythic,
$2,
I do
$2
recommend.
slice, you can't really
Right.
go wrong.
They're also
That's
open
why I like
late.
New York a lot.
They're open super
New
late.
York has
Which is
the
good.
super cheap pizza.
Yeah.
Everywhere you go.
It's good.
Yeah.
For $1 a slice, thank you. I don't care how it tastes.
No,
That's all I need.
Just put it in my face.
Yeah, give me 3 of them.
Yep.
I got $3.
Hey,
Give me that.
I got $3. You got 3 slices. Let's make a deal.
That's good.
All right.
So that's that.
Mexican, Italian, same.
Hey,
kind of
I
food.
just wanted to put this out there. Fuck
Please.
Chevys. That's it.
Fuck Chevys.
Yeah.
I would
Yeah.
eat at Chevy's any day over Pedro's.
I
Period.
like
No.
Chevy's has good chips.
Yep.
I mean,
I
anywhere has
really
good chips.
no.
Pedro's has shitty chips.
Even
No,
good places.
their sauce is awesome.
No, it is not awesome.
It is,
Their
guys.
salsa is
Salsa's
bland
good.
Okay.
as fuck.
Taqueria Cancun.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's
Great
fine.
place. Terrible chips. Wow. Hate their chips.
Haven't had the chips
Hate 'em.
there.
Hate them.
Okay.
I just get that burrito. Yeah.
It's a problem.
That's Kevin's favorite place.
So we're getting kind of local, so that's bad.
Yeah,
for
this
your
will
show,
no,
right?
this is fine.
They're okay
Nobody
with
cares.
that?
People are along for. They're just here for the sparkling conversation.
Yeah.
and wit.
One day, and we haven't. When we run out of everything to talk about, I do want to rank pizzas.
And
Like-
Fast and Furious.
Let's do a
And-
taste test.
We can do a taste test,
That'd be
but
fun.
I want to rank the actual chains from in order of, like Pizza Hut, Papa John's,
Yeah.
Round Table, Domino's.
Well, that's not
and just
even-
see where everyone's there. We don't have to do it now.
I know, but I
Let's
don't
do it
think
now.
that's a question. I think everyone would just agree.
Same time, ready? 1, 2, 3. Pizza
Round
Hut.
table.
Oh my!
Round table. The last.
Are we
Honest
starting from the
Pizza.
bottom?
Now
I'm
we're
starting
here.
from the
I
top.
don't have a.
Oh, Round Table's the worst in
No,
your
Round
opinion?
Table's the best.
What?
For sure. Out of the chains?
How big of the chains are we talking?
Round Table.
I don't remember
Domino's,
the last
Pizza
time I
Hut.
had Domino's.
Nationwide, Little Caesars.
Little Caesars.
No one's fucking.
Little Caesars is last.
Yeah.
I think
It's
I'll go
nationwide.
Pizza Hut.
Pizza
I
Hut.
kinda
It's
like
last?
Pizza, I like
see, I'm-
Pizza
I'm-
Hut.
But they put bacon and cheese in the crust now.
Yeah.
I'm a bit. And
Yeah.
here's why I feel like Pizza Hut is the best. Maybe not for what they're doing now, but oh man, back in the early aughts,
The aughts.
is that what we call it?
Yeah.
Yeah, they
The
called me
aughts.
aughts.
Yeah.
They were innovators. They were taking.
When?
They were
What
the
did they
first
do?
people
They
that were
took
taking
risks.
stuff and stuffing things. They were like stuffing stuff that did not belong in crust into crust, and you were like, "That's a lot of stuff in that crust." The crust. There was a time in my life when I lived in Irvine, California, with Ryan Creasy. One of the greatest mans I've ever met. Just had a kid.
Mans.
Congratulations, Ryan. He does not listen to the show. That was completely useless, and I just wasted your time. But he used to order pizza every time, and he had a desk positioned right by the door, so we could just reach over, open the door, get the pizza, give the guy a card, and not even have to stop playing WoW.
Slash pizza.
It was decent. It was genius. But he would always order whatever the new thing was, and at a certain point, I was like, "There's more pizza in the crust than there is in the rest of the slice of this pizza." That's blowing my mind.
Yeah.
Here's the golden age of pizza for pizza chains. Is before Little Caesars gave up and was just like, fuck it.
They did.
We'll give you it for free.
They get,
Just please come.
You know what? We got hot and ready chicken because that never goes bad. So just come in and get it. Before they gave up, they were the go-to spot for me and my family for a little bit. And so we'd go there every Friday, and they had the pizza that had then. And this is, I think they were the innovators of this. Maybe I'm wrong.
Are you talking about the table-sized pizza? That
No,
they used to
not
have?
that thing. The Bigfoot. No, I'm not talking about that. Bigfoot. They had the regular pizza that then had the cheese and pepperoni in the crust. Then they took their crazy bread to the next level and put cheese and pepperoni in that crust. And even as a fat kid, I was like, Mom, I don't think I should be eating this every week. But God damn it, I did, and it was delicious.
I hit a point with Papa John's there too, where I was like, Mom, we got to have a discussion here. No human being should dip their pizza in butter. It just is not the right thing to do.
Yeah.
Wait, sorry, what?
Have you ever been to Papa John's?
It
comes with butter dipping sauce.
comes with a
No
little
way.
garlic butter thing you
Yeah.
crack open. It's
It's
just like it's a liquid.
the best thing on the planet, but it literally adds another 1,000 calories to every slice that you eat.
Yeah.
It's
Do you remember when
ridiculous.
Papa John's first rolled to town and somebody ordered that and you open up like, oh, how cute little pepperoncinis. Like it was like a
Yes.
big
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
deal that there's 2
Yeah.
peppers in the box.
I was excited about that.
Oh yeah,
was
we
too.
all were. We all were. It was an innocent time. 9/11 hadn't happened.
It's post 9/11,
Round
pre 9/11 society.
Yeah.